So K-1 visa required evidence. I've been receiving a lot of questions about what is the list of documents that I need? What should I submit with my application? And so I'd like to kind of go over the three main categories of evidence. There can definitely be other types of evidence and other documents that you might need depending on the specifics of your case. But in general, there's basically three categories of evidence that are required for your fiance visa petition to show that you're eligible. So one of the requirements of the fiance visa is that you have to show that you are legally free to marry and that you are legally free and prepared to marry within 90 days of entry to the United States on a K-1 visa. So that first category to show that you're legally free to marry would include things like if you had previously been married, a divorce decree, or sometimes, sadly, a death certificate. So documents that show that if there was a prior marriage, that it has legally come to an end. And then the other thing that you have to include that immigration requires is basically a statement of intent. And that's typically a pretty short statement, just letting immigration know I'm legally free to marry. And I plan on getting married to my fiance within 90 days. And so that's that first category that shows that you're legally free to marry. The second category of evidence and the second requirement of the fiance visa is that you had to have met in person within the 2 years prior to filing the application. So basically, on the date that you are filing your application, you have had to have met in person, physically in person, within the past 2 years. So common types of evidence that you would include for this can be plane tickets, for example, hotel reservations, stamps and a passport. So those are just a few examples. We can, be very creative. Sometimes photos would have stamps, timestamps and things like that, but something that shows that you were physically in the same country, that you were physically together. And so that's that second category of evidence. And then the third category of evidence, my favorite, because I love when I get to help my clients, everyone on our team loves this category, to be able to see your bona fides is the official term of immigration, but your bona fide relationship evidence, which is evidence that shows you are in love and that your intention is to have a life together and not just to receive an immigration benefit. And so that's our favorite category here at Immigration for Couples, because we enjoy looking at the photos of all of your trips, reading the heartfelt letters from friends and family, and just seeing the things that you have done together and just learning more about your relationship. So that's the third required category of evidence. And again, please know, every case is different. Of every situation, every couple is different. And there can be other requirements of documents that are needed for your case, depending on your particular situation. And if you'd like to learn more about the fiancé visa process, I invite all of you to check out our free resource center at immigrationforcouples.com. And we have a lot of videos and a lot of content that go into more details about other eligibility requirements of the fiancé visa.